midfield.
Quick pitch to Deshaun Heckman, definitely being a major runner for the Vikings, and he's just going to show that speed. He's got one man to beat, and that'll be a great touchdown for the Viking.
For South Adams, and that is the game point. Serve goes out of bounds for Neal.
Heading into the second, most definitely. Eli for 3. He gets it.
Hand off to KCO. KCO gets in. It is touchdown.
Up with it. She's going to try a 3, and she'll get that.
They came in and stole the zebra out of the glass case and replaced it with a tiger. And a bunch of like bones and some blood in there to kind of make it like
to run through on the ball. Yes. And there's a goal, and she wasn't ready. And Dunlap's smart and takes time and takes it quick.
Good defense by Dunlap.
Morgan tipped it. Courtney steals it. She's got a 1v1. She goes after it, puts it up, and it's good.
Elbow, now to Ruff. Ruff against the 2-3 zone to Malco. 3 left baseline for the Lady Zebras is good, and Rochester up 23-21.
Owen sets for the 2-2 pitch, and that's a fly ball into center field, going back.
The ball gets it up and over to Rowe. Rowe just puts it in for an easy 2.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to RTC4's broadcast of Tippecanoe Valley Lady Vikings basketball. I'm Nate Roberts, and I will be your commentator for this game as the Lady Vikings are at home at Tippecanoe Valley High School in Akron, Indiana, against the Whitko Lady Wildcats. So, you guys may have noticed that I was gone on Thursday. I'm back. I'm back in business. So, my pregame prediction for this will be Valley takes a win. I'm going to say 54-32. I think Valley will come out on top. They're going to be dominant on most parts of the court, if not all. Plus, we're dealing with some pretty experienced players as well. Like some of the seniors here, like O'Connor, Miller, and Trapedi. We are 20 seconds down for the game starts, and they're going to be doing player introductions here shortly.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Tippecanoe Valley High School for tonight's varsity contest between the Lady Wildcats of Whitko High School and our own Lady Vikings. At this time, I'd like to introduce the starting lineups. First of all, for Whitko. Starting at guard, 5'6" senior, number 11, Taylor Reed. Starting at guard, 5'4" senior, number 13, Anna Oosley. Starting at forward, 5'10" junior, number 15, Liz Fouts. Starting at forward, 5'7" junior, number 22, Kayla Shipper. And at the third forward position, a 5'8" junior, number 23, Ellie Snap. The Wildcats are coached by Dr. Rick Bragg, assisted by Kelsey Brett. And now for your Tippecanoe Valley Lady Vikings. Starting at guard, a 5'4" senior, number 10, Olivia Trapedi. Starting at guard, 5'6" senior, number 22, Addie Miller. Starting at guard, a 5'8" junior, number 24, Sophie Buzzer. Starting at the fourth guard position, a 5'8" junior, number 32, Emily Peterson. And rounding out the Valley lineup, at the center position, a 5'11" senior, number 34, Asia O'Connor. The Vikings are coached by Mr. Chris Kindig and assisted by Mrs. Alyssa Trapedi.
It may be me, but it looks like there may have been a technical difficulty with getting that background music out for player introductions.
At this time, I'd like to ask everyone who is able to please stand for the playing of our national anthem.
So after we get that out of the way, it's time to play ball. Both teams are getting ready to tip. Looks like O'Connor and Ellie Snap will be set to tip. Valley has won that tip then, and it'll be Valley ball. Here comes Trapedi. Kicks it to Peterson in the wing. O'Connor. Back to Peterson. Addie Miller. To Peterson. Peterson with that three. And that's no good. Rebounded by Snep. She kicks it over to Anna Oosley. Kicks it to Kayla Shipper. Shipper. Inside to Snap, and she loses a ball pulled off by Sophie Buzzard. Addie Miller, and that will be a shooting foul.
Whitko foul number 13, Anna Oosley.
That is a foul.
Addie Miller at the line for the Vikings, shooting 2.
That's a foul on Anna Oosley, and Addie Miller will be shooting 2. First one good from Miller. That's her first point. That's Valley's first point. Second one up. Second one good. That makes it 2 for Miller. Here comes Shipper. Close defense there. Seeing some dribbling. And that goes behind, and that will be a backcourt violation. There's some disappointment by Whitko's coach there. Trapedi is set to inbounds. A little under a minute has been played. There's a 3 attempt by Miller. No good. Pulled in by Sophie Buzzard, and Buzzard gets that lay-in.
Sophie Buzzard.
Every time that I've seen these girls play, Sophie Buzzard has been on a huge scoring streak. So that's kind of what I think to see from her again tonight. And that will be a turnover on Whitko. Buzzard set to inbounds. Trapedi now. She's coming up the court. Kicks it to Addie Miller. Back to Trapedi. Peterson in the wing. Miller catches it. Trapedi with that 3, no good, and that will be a foul on O'Connor.
Valley foul number 34, Asia O'Connor.
That's a foul on Asia O'Connor. That's her first, and that will be Valley's first. Shipper kicks it over to Oosley. 3 attempt, no good. Pulled in by Shipper, and it's been blocked by O'Connor.
Whitko foul number 22, Kayla Shipper.
That's a foul on Kayla Shipper. That's her first. Whitko's second. Trapedi now coming up the court. Kicks it to Miller, inside to Buzzard, who pulls in that shot, and that one's good.
Sophie Buzzard.
That's Buzzard's 4th point. Valley's 6th. Oosley almost loses the ball there. Taylor Rafe with that, kicks it back to Oosley. To Shipper from the wing, no good, and that will be pulled in by Addie Miller. Miller is now coming up the court. Layup, no good, and that is taken away. That was taken away by Liz Feltz, but that is a foul on Valley.
34, Asia O'Connor.
That's a foul on Asia O'Connor. That's her second foul. Valley's second.
Woodcox checks in for the Lady Vikings.
We're seeing now snap to inbounds. Mackenzie Woodcox will be in for O'Connor. Here comes Shipper. Kicks it to Oosley. We're seeing Rafe. Shot no good. Pulled in by Valley. Sophie Buzzard is coming up the court. Buzzard kicks it to Peterson in the wing. Inside back to Buzzard. Buzzard with that turnaround, no good. And that will be Valley ball. I believe that last touch was on Ellie Snep. Trapedi inbounds, kicks it to Miller. Miller with that lay-in, and that one's good.
Addie Miller.
Addie Miller with 4 points. Valley has 8. Oosley. Close defense. There's Shipper. Kicks it to Rafe, and she almost loses a ball there. Good defense by Valley. Kicks it to Shipper, who shoots it up, and that one's good.
Kayla Shipper.
That's Shipper's first points, and that will put Whitko up on the board for the first time tonight. Here comes Trapedi, kicks it to Woodcox. To Buzzard. Buzzard driving inside, and that will be no good, and That will be Whitko ball. Buzzard was trying to get back her own rebound, but that just fell out of bounds. We're seeing Oosley. Kicks it to Rafe. Back to Oosley. Kicks it inside to Snep. Almost loses the ball there. Snep, no good. Pulled in by Sophie Buzzard. Peterson now in the wing. Deep pass to Miller, who shoots that three. No good, and that's pulled in by Trapedi. Kicks it to Peterson. Peterson, a little crossover there, and that will be no good. Pulled in by Buzzard, and Buzzard gets that one.
Sophie Buzzard.
That will be a timeout.
30-second
timeout. We'll be right back after this.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we can help you remodel your home, consolidate debt, or even provide some spending cash for you with our home equity line of credit.
Our standard home equity line of credit allows borrowers to draw funds for up to 10 years and comes with no closing costs for qualified customers.
Take advantage of this great opportunity. Contact one of our experienced mortgage lenders or apply online at firstfederalbanking.com.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
We are back here at Tippecanoe Valley High School. You're watching Tippecanoe Valley Lady Vikings basketball against the Whitko Lady Wildcats. We're here with 3:37 left to go in the first quarter, and Valley leads 10-2. Shipper kicks it inside to Snep. Oosley in the wing, and that one's just stolen by Buzzard. Trapedi with that lane, and that one's good. That will be Trapedi's first points of the night. That will put Valley up now by double digits. And that one just rolls off the leg of Miller, and it will be that will be Valley possession. Rafe set to inbounds. Trying to get that pass to Sneb, but it was pulled in by Miller. Buzzard gets that easy lay-in.
Sophie Buzzard.
Trapedi almost loses that ball there, but she managed to save it inside and allow Buzzard to get that point. Good teamwork there from Valley. And speaking of Trapedi, she tips it, and
Whitko foul number 22, Kayla Shipper.
That's a foul on Kayla Shipper. That's her second foul. That was a great defense by Trapedi there to try to get the ball and have one of Whitko's players to get a foul. We're seeing Peterson now, Oosley on her. Dribbling, kicks it to Trapedi. Back to Peterson. To Addie Miller. Trapedi in the wing, inside of Woodcox. Woodcox tries to go there, but no good. Pulled in by Snep. Snep is coming up, kicks it to Oosley. To Rafe. That was just tipped by Peterson, but that will still be Whitko's possession. Almost loses that inbounds there, but Snep saw that and she managed to get it. That'll be a turnover on Whitko. I believe that was a traveling call. Buzzard set to inbounds. Trapedi is coming up the court. We have 2:03 left to go in the first quarter. Trapedi inside to Buzzard. Peterson in the wing. She chucks up a three, and that one's good.
Emily Peterson for three.
Emily Peterson gets her first points of the night. Now Valley is up by 15. Snap, and that is a pretty obvious shooting foul by Trapedi. And it looks like Snep will be shooting two.
Snep at the line for the Lady Cats, shooting two.
These will be Whitko's first free throws, much less Snep. First one up, no good. These free throws are pretty crucial to Whitko right now. The second one up. That one's good. That is Snep's first free throw. That's her first point. Chapidi is dribbling it. Kicks it to Woodcocks. Close defense there. Buzzard now with it. To Miller. Back to Buzzard. To Woodcocks. Ooh, that ball was just swatted away by Feltz. Oh, and that ball will be... That'll be a jump. And that would still be Valley's possession. That was a close one. Buzzard gets the inbounds. 1:10 left to go in the first quarter. Kicks it to Trapedi. To Peterson. Buzzard. Buzzard with that land. That one's good, and that will be... That will be an and one.
Whitko foul number 22, Kayla Shipper.
That's
Buzzard at the line, shooting one.
That's a foul on Kayla Shipper. That's her third foul. And Buzzard will be getting this and one opportunity. And she gets it. Buzzard with 11 points. 45 seconds left. That's a traveling violation. It will be now Valley's possession. We're en route to another great scoring performance from Sophie Buzzard, and that gets me excited for every time. I love to see a player go on a huge scoring streak. I bet you do too. Comes Peterson now, under half a minute to go. Looks like Valley will be passing it out until the buzzer to the end of first quarter. 18 seconds left. Comes Miller. Miller is dribbling it. That pass was tipped, but Buzzard still gets it. 8 seconds left. Trapedi. Emily Peterson with that wing three, no good, and that will be pulled in by Fouts. And that will make it the end of the first quarter. Tippecanoe Valley is leading Whitko 20-3. And so we'll be right back after this.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
So we are back here at Tippecanoe Valley High School. I'm Nate Roberts. You're watching RTC 4's broadcast of Tippecanoe Valley Lady Vikings basketball here against the Lady Wildcats of Whitko. This has been a one-sided show with Valley leading Whitko as the score currently is 20-3. Snap inside. That one will be a shooting foul on Woodcocks. That's Woodcocks' first foul. That will be Valley's fourth. Both teams share the same amount of fouls. Snep set to shoot two. First one's up. That one's good.
Valley foul number 40, Mackenzie Woodcocks. Snep at the line.
Snep now with 2 points. Both of them free throws. The second one will be up. The second one is good. That makes it 3 for Snep. We're seeing Julian Walls here coming up the court to Addie Miller. Back to Walls. Deep pass to Miller, who shucks up a 3, and that one's good.
Addie Miller for 3.
That was a great shot there by Miller. Here comes Ousley, gets a screen from Snep, and that's a foul on Valley. Inbounds, Ousley. Walls is defending pretty close.
Valley foul number 22, Addie Miller.
That's a foul on Addie Miller. That's her first. Sarah Hewitt set to inbounds. Rafe, top of the three-point line. Kicks it to Ousley, who shucks up a 3, hits the front rim, and Walls ends up with it. Fast break now starting. Almost tipped there, and Snep ends up with it. Kicks it to Ousley. Ousley now is coming up the court. Ooh, that will be a jump ball. That will be Whitko's possession. Oh no, that will be Valley possession. This is close right now. Walls now coming up the court to Peterson. Pump fake there. Woodcocks inside lane, and that one's good.
Mackenzie Woodcocks.
Mackenzie Woodcocks with her first points of the night. That now makes the lead 20 for Valley. Seeing Hewitt. Hewitt kicks it to Rafe. To Snep. Snep drives inside, and that was a shooting foul on Buzzard.
Valley foul number 24, Sophie Buzzard.
That's Buzzard's first point. Snep will be shooting 2. First one's up. That one's good.
Ellie Snep at the line.
4 points for Snep. Second one's up. That one's good. That's now 5 points for Snep. All of them were for free throws. Buzzard to inbounds. Walls gets it. Jogging up the court. I'm seeing Trapedi in. Peterson. Inside. Woodcocks. That lay-in rolls off. Buzzard ends up with it. No good. And that was pulled in by Trapedi. Kicks it to Walls. To Peterson. Buzzard. Pull up from the wing. No good. Walls ends up with it. To Peterson. 5:43 left to go in the half. To Trapedi. Inside. Walls. Peterson with that 3. That one's good. Emily
Peterson for 3.
Emily Peterson, that's her second 3 of the game. 6 points now.
Valley foul number 14, Jillian Wall.
That's a foul on Jillian Walls.
Kayla Shipper re-enters the Whitko lineup.
That's her first. And it looks like
Ousley at the line for the Lady Wildcats.
Ousley will be shooting 2. First one up and no good. Pulled in by Woodcocks. Peterson coming up the court now to Walls in the wing. Inside, and that was stolen. Snep knocked Ousley to the ground. Almost loses the ball there. Snep now with it. To Shipper from the wing. No good. Buzzard ends up with it, and Trapedi now ends up with it. Here comes Emily Peterson. She has a clear case to the basket, And she takes advantage of that.
Peterson.
Emily Peterson. That makes it 8 for the junior. Ball was last tipped by Peterson. And we're seeing Miller in for Peterson.
Miller enters the Valley lineup.
It's currently 30-7 here, with 4:34 left to go in the half. Valley leading. Comes Shipper to Snap. Snap with that lay-in, no good. And that is rebounded by Buzzard. Buzzard racing down. Lay-in, good.
Sophie Buzzard.
That will be a timeout. That will be a timeout on Whitko. And so with that, we'll be right back after this.
Over the past few years, RTC TV4 has produced over 1,800 local videos about you, your family, your friends, your neighbors. Now all of these videos are available at the click of a mouse on our website, rtc4.com. Log on today to see all of our great coverage of sporting events, school programs, public meetings, and more. RTC TV4 and rtc4.com. See for yourself.
Are you in pain from an injury or arthritis? What if there was a place that could meet all of your orthopedic needs? A place with some of the best orthopedic doctors and staff in the Midwest. A place where you're treated as a person instead of a patient. What if that place weren't in Chicago or Indianapolis? There is such a place. Rochester Orthopedics, your regional orthopedic specialist. When you're looking for comfort and relief, remember, trust the board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeons at Rochester Orthopedics.
So we're back here, 4:17 left to go to half. And Valley is leading big against Whitko, 32-7. Ousley is coming up the court. Now it's Snap. She steps out, Valley possession. Trapedi gets the inbounds, and she's coming up the court. Adding Miller. Julian Walls. Back to Miller. Seeing some quick passing there. Walls ends up with it to Miller. Buzzard. Inside of Woodcocks. Laying good.
Mackenzie Woodcocks.
That's 4 for Woodcocks. Ousley. Close defense by Walls. Shipper. Shipper drive to the baseline, and that is a foul.
Valley foul on number 40, Mackenzie Woodcock.
That's a foul on Woodcocks. That's her second foul, and it looks like Shipper will be shooting 2. First one up, good.
Kayla Shipper at the line. Emily Peterson re-enters the Valley lineup.
Peterson is in for Woodcocks, who ends her part with 4 points so far. Shipper, it's up, no good. Looks like another one will be shot. Looks like somebody left the line too early. It's up, no good. Buzzard gets that rebound. Walls is now coming up the court to Olivia Trapedi. She's at the V. To Walls. To Buzzard. To Peterson. To Buzzard. Buzzard stops her dribble. To Trapedi. Back to Buzzard. To Walls. Pump fake. To Buzzard. Buzzard with that 3 attempt, and that one's good.
Sophie Buzzard for 3.
Ousley Kicks it over to Shipper. Laying no good. That's also no good. Miller ends up with it. Buzzard, and that one's good.
Sophie Buzzard.
Buzzard is going to have one of those nights again, folks. I'm telling you that right now. Ousley kicks it over to Shipper. Hewitt. That will be a traveling call on Hewitt. 2:12 left to go in the half. Valley is leading by 31, 39-8. Trapedi. Buzzard now. Peterson in the wing. The Buzzard. Miller. Trapedi. That shot good by Addie Miller.
Addie Miller.
That makes it 9 points for the senior. Ousley to Shipper. No, Snap in the wing. That was taken away by Addie Miller. Miller to Trapedi. That lay-in is no good, but it's pulled in by Walls. That was swatted, and Ousley pulls it in. Great defense there from Whitko, and
Valley foul number 14, Jillian Walls.
That's a foul on Jillian Walls. That's her second. That makes it 9 for Valley.
Anna Ousley at the line, shooting 1 and 1.
More than double of what Whitko has. We're seeing Snep, I believe. Shoot. No, that's Ousley. She makes her first.
Asia O'Connor enters the Valley lineup.
Asia O'Connor will be subbed in for Jillian Walls. That one's up. No good. Pulled in by Buzzard. Trapedi stands at the V. To Buzzard. To Peterson. Inside to O'Connor. Almost loses the ball there. Trapedi. O'Connor. Peterson with that 3. No good. Pulled in by Buzzard, and Buzzard gets that one.
Sophie Buzzard.
That makes it 20 for Buzzard. No good. Miller pulls it in. Miller, that's good.
Addie Miller.
That's 11 for Miller. Ousley. She's over at the G. Screened by Snep. Kicks it to Hewitt. That ball rolls out, and it'll still be Whitko's possession. 27 seconds left to go in the half. Hewitt is set to inbounds. Ousley gets it. Drives inside, but thought about it. Close defense by Peterson, and we're seeing Snep with it. No good. O'Connor now with it. 10 seconds left. Addie Miller with that lay-in, and that's good.
Addie Miller.
Ousley. That one's up, and it's no good. And we end the half here, folks. Valley is leading big against Whitko, 47-9. And so we'll be right back after this.
Townhome Furnishings in Rochester is the place to shop for all of your furniture needs. Sofas, recliners, love seats, dining sets, bedroom sets, mattresses, outdoor furniture, and more. All in your hometown. Stop out and see Don, Mary Kay, Linda, or Joe. They want to help you find the exact pieces to fit your needs. Shop online at townhomefurnishings.com.
Hometown service, down home style, Town Home Furnishings.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Slow download, constant buffering, Wi-Fi dead zone? Let RTC help. The customer support team at RTC Communications is here to help you with your internet connectivity.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, one of the support team members here at RTC. For a small fee, RTC offers a Wi-Fi health check where we will evaluate your in-home Wi-Fi network and assist you with common issues. See what RTC can do for you. Give us a call today.
I am for the child. I'm for the child that has been abused or neglected. I'm for the child that has been moved from foster home to foster home. I'm for the child born addicted to drugs. You can't control where abused and neglected children come from, but you can help with where they end up. Lift up a child's voice, a child's life. Volunteer to be an advocate for a child in need of a voice. Call CASA of Fulton County to learn more.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we can help you remodel your home, consolidate debt, or even provide some spending cash for you with our home equity line of credit.
Our standard home equity line of credit allows borrowers to draw funds for up to 10 years and comes with no closing costs for qualified customers.
Take advantage of this great opportunity. Contact one of our experienced mortgage lenders or apply online at firstfederalbanking.com.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
Over the past few years, RTC TV4 has produced over 1,800 local videos about you, your family, your friends, your neighbors. Now all of these videos are available at the click of a mouse on our website, rtc4.com. Log on today to see all of our great coverage of sporting events, school programs, public meetings, and more. RTC TV4 and rtc4.com. See for yourself.
Are you in pain from an injury or arthritis? What if there was a place that could meet all of your orthopedic needs? A place with some of the best orthopedic doctors and staff in the Midwest. A place where you're treated as a person instead of a patient. What if that place weren't in Chicago or Indianapolis? There is such a place. Rochester Orthopedics, your regional orthopedic specialist. When you're looking for comfort and relief, remember, trust the board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeons at Rochester Orthopedics.
Townhome Furnishings in Rochester is the place to shop for all of your furniture needs. Sofas, recliners, love seats, dining sets, bedroom sets, mattresses, outdoor furniture, and more. All in your hometown. Stop out and see Don, Mary Kay, Linda, or Joe. They want to help you find the exact pieces to fit your needs. Shop online at townhomefurnishings.com.
Hometown service, down home style, Town Home Furnishing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Slow download, constant buffering, Wi-Fi dead zone? Let RTC help. The customer support team at RTC Communications is here to help you with your internet connectivity.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, one of the support team members here at RTC. For a small fee, RTC offers a Wi-Fi health check where we will evaluate your in-home Wi-Fi network and assist you with common issues. See what RTC can do for you. Give us a call today.
I am for the child. I'm for the child that has been abused or neglected. I'm for the child that has been moved from foster home to foster home. I'm for the child born addicted to drugs. You can't control where abused and neglected children come from, but you can help with where they end up. Lift up a child's voice, a child's life. Volunteer to be an advocate for a child in need of a voice. Call CASA of Fulton County to learn more.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we can help you remodel your home, consolidate debt, or even provide some spending cash for you with our home equity line of credit.
Our standard home equity line of credit allows borrowers to draw funds for up to 10 years and comes with no closing costs for qualified customers.
Take advantage of this great opportunity. Contact one of our experienced mortgage lenders or apply online at firstfederalbanking.com.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn the basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
Hey everybody, I got exciting news. Country Lanes has a new state-of-the-art scoring system.
Come out, let your kids be mesmerized by the animated backgrounds. Take a safari trip to Jungle Jive or an outer space adventure in Cosmic Crush. Themes like the Kecklers or High Seas will entertain your little ones for hours. Choose extreme sports or click on Ninja Strike for martial arts. This high-spirited atmosphere is way cheaper than Cedar Point. Come out and visit Country Lanes for all your bowling fun.
Over the past few years, RTC TV4 has produced over 1,800 local videos about you, your family, your friends, your neighbors. Now all of these videos are available at the click of a mouse on our website, rtc4.com. Log on today to see all of our great coverage of sporting events, school programs, public meetings, and more. RTC TV4 and rtc4.com. See for yourself.
Are you in pain from an injury or arthritis? What if there was a place that could meet all of your orthopedic needs? A place with some of the best orthopedic doctors and staff in the Midwest. A place where you're treated as a person instead of a patient. What if that place weren't in Chicago or Indianapolis? There is such a place. Rochester Orthopedics, your regional orthopedic specialist. When you're looking for comfort and relief, remember, trust the board-certified and fellowship-trained surgeons at Rochester Orthopedics.
Townhome Furnishings in Rochester is the place to shop for all of your furniture needs. Sofas, recliners, love seats, dining sets, bedroom sets, mattresses, outdoor furniture, and more. All in your hometown. Stop out and see Don, Mary Kay, Linda, or Joe. They want to help you find the exact pieces to fit your needs. Shop online at townhomefurnishings.com.
Hometown service, down home style, Town Home Furnishings.
Our JV will play at 10 o'clock.
And so we're back here at Tippecanoe Valley High School in Akron, Indiana. I'm Nate Roberts. You're watching RTC4's coverage of Tippecanoe Valley Lady Vikings basketball against the Lady Wildcats of Whitko. So far in the first half, we've seen a one-sided performance from Valley as the score currently sits at 47-9. I kind of expect Valley to keep up the composure that they've had in the first half. Shipper, that will be a traveling call. Trapedi now coming up the court. Miller, O'Connor inside, back to Miller. Buzzard. Peterson with that pull up, no good. That was pulled in by Snep. We're now seeing Usley to Snep. Almost loses their dribble there. Here comes Hewitt. Usley back to Hewitt. Hewitt driving inside. Did that pull up? No good. Pulled in by Miller. Miller kicks it inside of O'Connor, and she gets that lay-in.
Asia O'Connor.
That's O'Connor's first points of the night. That was the very first score of this half. Hewitt, corner three, no good. Pulled back in by Snep, and that one's good.
Ellie Snep.
That makes it 7 for Snep. Miller in the corner. Pass it over to Peterson, who gives it to Trapedi. Deep pass to Miller for the corner three, no good, but O'Connor ends up with it, and that will be a foul on O'Connor.
Valley foul number 34, Asia O'Connor.
That is a foul on Asia O'Connor. That's her third foul. Valley's first. Shipper. That's a foul on, I believe, Sophie Buzzard.
Valley foul number 24, Sophie Buzzard.
And I was right. Sophie Buzzard with that foul. That's her second. Valley's second. Hewitt to Shipper. To foul. It's back to Hewitt. Hewitt gets that shot.
Sarah Hewitt.
Sarah Hewitt with their first points. Comes Buzzard. Stops her dribble. Passes it over to Trapedi. To Buzzard. Peterson in the wing. Inside pass to O'Connor. Back to Peterson. Corner three. Good.
Emily Peterson for three.
That is Peterson's third three for the night, and she's sitting at 13. That was swatted away by Trapedi, and that will be Valley's ball. That is another steal attempt by Trapedi that ends up with Valley's possession, not due to the steals. Trapedi coming up the court. Buzzard inside of O'Connor to Miller. Inside of O'Connor with that layup, no good. Pulled in by Buzzard. Shot no good, and that will be Whitko's possession. Snep is set to inbounds. Usley is coming up the court now. Trapedi close guarding her. Screened by Shipper. Kicks it to Snep. No good. Pulled in by O'Connor. Peterson. Deep pass to Buzzard. Addie Miller with that corner three. Hits the front rim. Pulled in by Peterson. Peterson with that lay-in. Peterson good.
Emily Peterson.
We're seeing a whole bunch of Valley players with huge scoring counts, and that will be a timeout by Whitko. And so we'll be right back after this.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we know that buying your first home can be an overwhelming process.
The mortgage experts at First Federal Savings Bank will work with you from application to closing.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we pay standard closing costs for our first-time home buyers.
We offer free pre-approvals and local loan servicing throughout the life of your loan.
Stop in and talk with one of our mortgage lenders and take the worry out of buying your first home.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
And so we're back here. 4:28 left to go in the third quarter. Valley has a huge lead on Whitko, 54-13. After that timeout by Whitko, it will be Whitko's possession. Excuse me, that will be, oh yeah, it's Whitko's possession. Inbounds by Hewitt, good. Oosley coming up the court. And that will be Hewitt who saves it.
Valley foul on number 10, Olivia Trapidi.
That's a foul on Olivia Trapidi. That's her second foul. Hewitt to inbound. Oosley gets it. Trapidi guarding her. Hewitt kicks it to Shipper. Shipper gets an opening there. Shot no good, and that's pulled in by Snep. Snep with the pull in. No good. Buzzard ends up with it. She's racing up the court. Inside of O'Connor, and she's good.
Asia O'Connor.
That's 4 points for O'Connor. Snep to Oosley. Pump fake. Oosley gets an opening. Kicks it to Snep with the pull-up three from the corner, and that one's good.
Ellie Snep for three.
Ellie Snep with that three. That makes it a 40-point game. Peterson inside of Buzzard to Miller to Trapidi. Peterson, corner three. That one's good.
Ellie Peterson for three.
She responds to Snep's three with one of her own. That makes it 59 for the Lady Vikes. Inside pass to Shipper, almost loses it there. Shipper, that will be a foul.
Valley foul number 32, Emily Peterson.
That's a foul on Emily Peterson. That's her first foul. That will be Valley's fourth. Shipper will be shooting two.
Kayla Shipper at the line, shooting two.
Shipper shooting two. The first one is up. That one's no good. That was kind of a crucial free throw. We're seeing
Mackenzie Woodcock enters for the Vikings.
We're seeing Mackenzie Wilcox in for O'Connor. Shipper getting her dribbles in. That one is up and good by Shipper. That's her second free throw. That makes it 4. Trapidi to Buzzard. Wilcox in the wing. Closely guarded there. Trapidi. Peterson in the wing. Buzzard to Peterson. Buzzard gets an opening in the wing, and that one's good.
Sophie Buzzard for three.
That's Buzzard's second three. Buzzard's already having a good night. Here comes Shipper. Loses their dribble, gives it to Snep. That will be a shooting foul.
Valley foul number 10, Olivia Trapidi.
That's a foul on
shooting two.
That's a foul on Olivia Trapidi. That's her third foul. Snep will be shooting two. No good.
Jillian Walls enters the Valley lineup.
Jillian Walls will be subbed in for Trapidi. Here's the second attempt for Snep. That one is good. That's 6 free throws for Snep. Walls, Buzzard, Miller. Inside to Woodcox. Woodcox was that fadeaway. That one's good. Woodcox with 6. Oosley. Snep almost loses that pass there. Snep laying no good. Pulled in by Woodcox, and that's stolen. Oh, that will be a foul.
Taylor Shipper.
That's a foul on Shipper. That's her 4th foul. Whitko's first. We just saw some Whitko fans disagree with that call. Peterson to Miller. Miller with that pull-up 3, no good, and that pulled in by Shipper. Ousley now coming up the court. Ousley to Hewitt. Hewitt with that pull-up 3, no good. That is kept by Fouts to Ousley, who pulls up her own 3 in and out. Woodcox ends up with it. Here comes Buzzard. Deep pass to Walls, almost loses there. Miller ends up with it. Miller with that easy lay-in to the basket. Addie Miller, a good contributor to this huge lead for Valley. Ousley, closely guarded by Walls. Shot attempt, no good. Buzzard, 41 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Walls with that pull-up shot, good.
Jillian Walls.
Jillian Walls with her first points of the night. That makes it a 50-point game for the Lady Vikes. Ousley loses her dribble there. Losing Hewitt. Inside to Fouts. Fouts loses the ball there, and that will still be Whitko's possession. 17.5 seconds left to go in the 3rd quarter. Ousley with that pull-up 3, too short. Pulled in by Buzzard, 12 seconds left. Miller almost loses that. That will be an and one.
Basket by Addie Miller.
Addie Miller with that and one.
Whitko foul number 23, Ellie Snap.
That's a foul on Ellie Snap.
Shooting one.
That's her first. And Addie Miller will be shooting just 1 free throw. And she fails to get the 3-point play. Snap ends up with it. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Ousley shoots it up, and that was close. And thus, at the end of the 3rd quarter, Valley is leading 70-18. We'll be right back after this.
Slow download, constant buffering, Wi-Fi dead zone? Let RTC help. The customer support team at RTC Communications is here to help you with your internet connectivity.
Hi, I'm Bonnie, one of the support team members here at RTC. For a small fee, RTC offers a Wi-Fi health check where we will evaluate your in-home Wi-Fi network and assist you with common issues. See what RTC can do for you. Give us a call today.
I am for the child. I'm for the child that has been abused or neglected. I'm for the child that has been moved from foster home to foster home. I'm for the child born addicted to drugs. You can't control where abused and neglected children come from, but you can help with where they end up. Lift up a child's voice, a child's life. Volunteer to be an advocate for a child in need of a voice. Call CASA of Fulton County to learn more.
And so we are back here. 8 minutes of basketball left to go here at Tippecanoe Valley High School in Akron, Indiana. The Lady Vikes are having a huge lead against the Whitko Lady Wildcats, 70-18. It's not looking pretty. We're seeing some players getting their first minutes in. Emma Craig inbounds to Trapedi. Screen no good. Kicks it over to Sydney Wagner. Also getting her first minutes. Trapedi to Craig. Back to Trapedi. Wagner inside to Karina Young. Again, first minutes. Trapedi lay in, no good, and that's pulled in by Young. Wagner to Craig. O'Connor. And we're seeing Sydney Wagner good.
Sydney Wagner.
Sydney Wagner, that's her first points of the night. 7:12 left to go in the game. Ousley at the V. Closely contested by Trapedi. That shot no good. Craig. Now coming up to Wagner. Inside of O'Connor, no good. And that will be Whitko ball. Hewitt to inbounds. Ousley. 72-18 Valley. Shipper to Ousley with that three, no good. Pulled in by Karina Young. We're seeing Sydney Wagner now. Fast break. Wagner laying good.
Sydney Wagner.
That makes it 4 points for the 5'5" freshman. Ousley. Screen there from Shipper. Kicks it to Snip.
Valley foul number 50, Karina Young.
That's a foul on Karina Young. That's her first foul. That will be Valley's 6th. Inbounds Hewitt. Ousley ends up with it. Screened by Shipper. That will be a shooting foul on O'Connor.
Valley foul number 34, Asia O'Connor. Kayla Shipper at the line.
Shipper will be shooting 2. First one up, no good. The second one. And good. Shipper gets in. That will be a timeout. And so we'll be right back after this.
At First Federal Savings Bank, we can help you remodel your home, consolidate debt, or even provide some spending cash for you with our home equity line of credit.
Our standard home equity line of credit allows borrowers to draw funds for up to 10 years and comes with no closing costs for qualified customers.
Take advantage of this great opportunity. Contact one of our experienced mortgage lenders or apply online at firstfederalbanking.com.
And remember, we don't want to be the biggest bank, just the best bank.
So we are back here at Tippecanoe Valley High School. You're watching RTC4's broadcast of Tippecanoe Valley Lady Vikings basketball. Right now it's not looking pretty as the score sits at 74-19 Tippy Valley. Emma Craig is set to inbounds. Sydney Wagner coming up the court. O'Connor gets it to Young. Wagner. Wagner is sitting at 4 points. Kicks it to O'Connor. To Young. Back to O'Connor, who pulls up that three, in and out. And that's a jump ball. Whitko possession. We're seeing some laughter from the Valley bench. That's a foul on Young. That's her second foul, Valley's 8th. Snep will be shooting. First one, good. That makes it 7 free throws, and that will be a quick timeout here, and we'll be right back after this.
Protect yourself from personal attack on campus, in the home, at the mall, or wherever you are. Blue Dragon Taekwondo in Rochester is offering a self-defense boot camp so that you have the basic skills to protect yourself in an attack. Blue Dragon is the area's leading martial arts facility. Master instructor Dave Colger and his team welcome new participants and those seeking to learn basic self-defense techniques. Contact Blue Dragon Taekwondo today to learn more about this exciting self-defense boot camp.
During that break, they were playing my jam there. After that quick timeout, Snep will be shooting her second free throw. She's currently with 7. That one will be up and no good. Fouts ends up with it. Shot no good. Fouts ends up with that again. And that was taken by Sydney Wagner. Pass to Trapedi. Almost loses it there. And that will be Valley possession. That was some pretty fast movement there between the two teams. Trapedi set to inbounds. 5:33 left to go in the game. Deep pass to Craig. Sydney Wagner now. Back to Craig. To Young. Trapedi. Closely guarded by Hewitt. Craig. To Wagner. Trapedi. Wagner. That was taken by Shipper. Shipper coming up the court, and that is a shooting foul.
Valley foul number 20, Sydney Wagner.
That's a foul on Sydney Wagner. That's her first foul. That'll be Valley's ninth. Shipper will be shooting her two. The first one is up. No good. 8 seconds over 5 minutes left to go here in the game. Score is sitting at 74-20. Shipper shooting her second. No good. That's swatted away.
Ellie Snap.
That's a shot by Snep. Trapedi to O'Connor. And Wagner, she saves a ball. Fouts ends up with it. Comes Ousley now. 4:43 left to go in the game. Screen set by Hewitt. Guarded by Craig. Hewitt. I believe that was a holding call.
Valley foul number 20, Sydney Wagner.
That's another foul on Sydney Wagner. That's her second foul.
Shipper at the line.
Shipper will be shooting 2. That makes it 10 fouls for Valley. That one's up. Good. That one good. That makes it 2 Whitko players now with 5 free throws made. Shipper and Snep. Craig. Pass to Trapedi. Back to Craig. Craig driving along the baseline. Pass to Wagner, who pulls that up too short. Pulled in by Hewitt. Hewitt now racing down the court. Trapedi guarding her. Hewitt laying no good, and that will be a jump ball, and it looks like Shipper ends up with it. Whitko's possession. Hewitt is set to inbound. We're seeing some subs here. Julian Walls and Mackenzie Wilcox for Olivia Trapedi and Asia O'Connor. That's another jump ball. That will be Valley's possession this time.
Tippecanoe Valley.
Valley wins that. Valley is leading by 50, 74-24. Craig. Wagner to Walls. Young. Pass to Walls with that easy jumper, and that one's good.
Julian Walls.
That's 4 now for Walls. Ousley hands it over to Shipper. Shipper driving along the baseline, shot no good. And Hewitt, no, it's Julian Walls who ends up with it. Deep pass, and that was stolen by Snep. Loses her dribble, gives it to Ousley. Ousley now dancing around. That was taken by Sydney Wagner, and that one is good.
Sydney Wagner.
Wagner now is 6. Ousley to Shipper. That pass was stolen by Young. Walls ends up with that pass. Inside to Woodcocks. That fadeaway jumper, no good. And that was... That will be... That's a foul.
Foul number 12, Emma Craig.
That's a foul on Emma Craig. That's her first foul. That's Valley's 11th. And it will be Liz Fouts shooting her first free throws of the night. She's looking to get on the board. That one is up. No good. Some substitutions here for Whitko. Hewitt is out. And I believe that is Augusta Gar in. Fouts. The second one is up. And no good. Walls. To Woodcocks. Craig. Craig laying good.
Emma Craig.
Emma Craig with her first points of the night. Here comes Gar to Fouts. That was taken away by Karina Young. Julian Walls to Mackenzie Woodcocks, and Woodcocks gets that lay-in.
Mackenzie Woodcocks.
Woodcocks now with 8. Hewitt tipped by Wagner. Hewitt shot up, in and out. Woodcocks ends up with it. That's a traveling call on Woodcocks. Some disagreement with Lady Vike fans. Tipped pass by Walls. Here comes Shipper. Shipper shot up, no good, and that is pulled in by Fouts after it touched 2 Valley players. Shot no good. And that's out of bounds. Valley possession. 1:36 left to go in the game. Here comes Walls. Young. Inside to Woodcocks. Woodcocks, that's good.
Mackenzie Woodcocks.
That now makes it in double digits for the 6-foot sophomore. 10 points. Stolen by Woodcocks. We're seeing Sydney Wagner now. She's coming up the court, and Wagner is good.
Sydney Wagner.
That's 8 for Wagner. Hewitt is coming up. We have under a minute left to go. It's now 86-25. Valley up by 61. And that was just swatted by Sydney Wagner. Was not expecting that. Hewitt set to inbounds. Gar to Fouts. Shipper laying no good. And that's pulled in by Sydney Wagner. Deep pass to Jillian Wall. She misses that, and that's Craig who ends up with it, and that.
Whitko foul number 31, Augusta Carr.
That's a foul on Augusta Gar. That's
Emma
her
Craig
first
at the
foul.
line.
Emma Craig will be shooting her first free throws. That one's up. It's good. That one is up. Too much to the left. Fouts to inbounds. Hewitt. She's coming up the court. Fouts. Almost loses the ball there. Ball was tipped, and that is That will be Whitko possession. 17.7 seconds left to go in the game. And it looks to be over. Hewitt. Shipper. Driving across the baseline. That's a shooting foul.
Rally foul number 14, Jillian Walls.
That's a foul on Jillian Walls. That's
Taylor Shipper at the line.
That's her third foul. Shipper at the line. That one is up. No good. I think it's safe to say here that this game is over. Valley had themselves a good one here. Everything just clicked for them. And that gave them this huge victory. That one's no good. Wilcox with the rebound. Walls is now coming up the court. 5 seconds left in the game. Walls will look to just dribble it till the final buzzer sounds. And that makes it the end of this game. Your final score is Tippecanoe Valley 87, Whitko 25. I'm Nate Roberts, and you have been watching RTC's forward coverage of Tippy Valley Lady Vikings basketball. And as always, I will see you guys next game. Goodbye.